Hello there, everybody.
Hello.
Welcome back to episode 18 of Penguindrum. Wait, is it 18? Am I 18? No, I'm 21.
No, it's
Penguindrum
18.
is finally legal.
I actually don't like that implication. With knowing how Penguindrum is, a lot of things could go bad there. The episode title is "So Please Be There for Me."
By German laws, it has been legal since episode 40, so.
Interesting. Let's not get into that. A little questionable in my opinion, but last episode, Tabuki was about to do something. I don't know what. He had a very sinister smile on his face.
I forgot.
And
who
Himari
Tabuki
made some
is.
stupid decisions. Tabuki sensei. You know, the guy with
Yeah,
Yuri?
now I remember. Yeah, it's the bird. It's the fucking bird guy. I remember.
Yeah. Also, my model died. Hooray, I'm back to life. And now, like, we also know the relationship between Yuri and Tabuki and their connection with Momoka. Their connection to each other because of Momoka. It's gonna be interesting to see how that plays out. Either way.
They married, even though one of them is a lesbian and the other one is a bird lover. Now we know.
Because he's a bird lover. Anyways, let's get on with the episode. You guys know the drill. Open up your own copy, sync it up with the timer within Kiwi's hands, and let us enjoy some anime.
Oh, holy shit, I almost stopped recording.
We are professional YouTubers, by the way. I will start the episode in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Kid piano.
This is Tabuki. Interesting art. I'm not an artist, though, but I do recognize that this is obviously a reference to something. Or rather, a style that I do recognize from art class.
But it's definitely very, like, impressionistic, kind of.
Yeah. Is this why he loves birds? Huh? Younger brother? Who is your younger brother? Oh shit. Tokyo Tabare! Zawar! Oh, okay. Wrong anime. Ouch.
Yeah.
Oh! Is that why his fingers are like that? Hate you? Have we seen this character before?
No.
Alright. Strange cut into the OP. What exactly... Is the bird just a representation of freedom like it usually is? Or... Well, actually, it's Ikuhara, so we'll never know.
I mean, he kind of... The birdcage showed right after his fingers got injured.
I'm just going to guess that that's why his fingers are messed up.
I thought he was going to injure his brother's fingers.
I don't think... He didn't really seem to be that kind of person.
I mean, he said that he wants to stop the time.
Desperation can make people do stupid things.
It more, not malice as much as just like desperation, kind of.
Yeah.
He wanted to be noticed.
Notice me, senpai.
Why are all of the parents? Why are all of the parents in Penguindrum so shitty?
Maybe there's a commentary regarding family.
I guess their parents are not as shitty.
Yeah, they were just terrorists.
I meant to avoid their children. God.
Ooh.
Hang her.
What a casual thing to say. Did you say bring your father here?
Isn't their puppy dead though?
But missing?
He's missing.
What if his father was actually the incognito mode guy?
Weren't they in like elementary school?
Child broiler. He couldn't play piano anymore, so he was abandoned by his mother. Kodomo broiler.
Oh, will we finally get like who the children were from that episode with Himari?
Well, I mean, this is sort of a metaphorical place. Her hands is messed up. Does that mean that she changed fate?
Momoka would be a great shonen protagonist.
Yes, this was what Penguindrum was always about.
Like, she collects her friends like Pokemon.
Ikuhara definitely is predominantly into shoujo. He's definitely a shonen author.
Yeah, he is. Brain base.
Baka mitai. Hey, yes, we will be crushing you to pieces now. You will all die a horrible death. Don't worry. You will only feel pain for a second. I don't think the bird did anything wrong. At least let the bird survive.
No. Birds are not needed entities. No, why are you saving the fucking bird? Let go of the bird. If you pick up the bird, you can die for all I care. Let the bird go. Is the child broiler a metaphor for depression?
No.
It's more of a utilitarian society where they're saying that we turn unuseful, unneeded people into useful and needed people by molding them.
Like kind of cogs in the machine, sort of.
Yeah. And the bird
bird
survived.
is gone, thank God.
Why does Momoka care about him so much? Maybe there was something I'm forgetting here. If Editor Zero forgets to cut this out, don't mind Kiwi's sisters. What? Ah, yes. The red string of fate. Also, this might be an inappropriate time to mention it, but why is Ringo's skirt so short? I just noticed this. I don't think that complies to school regulations. I'm not complaining, but it's just something I need to point out. Yeah, tell us. What is incognito mode, man? Huh?
I sell my body.
Well, that's one heck of a time to confess.
Oh no, that was a tick, not me.
God damn it. Ugh. I don't want to be crushed by a pufferfish, alright? Yeah? Oh.
I'm sorry if you could hear blowing. I'm playing with something so I don't make any noise because so that I calm down my tics, and I was blowing into it just now. Looking into it, basically. I'm sorry for the sound. Yeah, but the biggest victim is Ringo, bitch.
Victim. Word that I do not like to use. Because, like, the victim can quite easily become the perpetrator. It's only a change of perspective.
Mm.
What exactly is Shouma going to be able to do? Well, you know, you might as well knit one last scarf.
Oof,
Ah,
oof, oof.
so that's what that piece
oof.
of gum was. Huh? Hmm. Well, I mean, even you said that Momoka wouldn't want us to do this. But I mean, people are just hypocrites anyways.
Yeah, she won't die. Survival strategy.
Huh?
Oh.
Sorry, we're not saying much, guys. There's a lot to take in right now. It's a very heavy episode, but probably not the heaviest yet. A small price to pay. Damn. You couldn't even hit hard enough to leave a mark. Yes. Oh. I was referring to myself, but fine. Please be in a state of mind to actually listen to her. Is this still the same ED from last time?
We have heard the CD before, I think.
Okay. Yeah, it sounds very familiar. Actually, no, last time wasn't it like a Western ED?
Yeah, I don't think it was last time, but I think we have.
It wasn't
heard
last
this
time,
one.
but this is. We've heard this
I
before.
think this might be my favorite of them, so I could also just be remembering it because I like it.
Yeah. No, I'm pretty sure we've heard this before.
I mean, they failed their mission to bring Himari back to hospital before nighttime.
Oh, interesting. That's a very red hand. Oh. Yes, I hope you will still remain fine for the rest of the series.
I don't know if I've mentioned this before, but Hoshino Lily, the one who does all these end card illustrations, she's the character designer.
Ah, I see. I mean, I wouldn't have thought that since, like, well, I guess there must be a few changes to the design since it's animated. But yeah.
They look older in the Hoshino illustrations.
These illustrations, they look more mature. People just really are hypocrites. It's just so much this episode. My god. Couldn't really commentate about any of it because it was just so heavy. So much to take in.
We didn't make jokes like we usually do.
I don't think it would be very appropriate to make jokes.
It was so serious that my ticks didn't comment on anything.
We got Tabuki's backstory and why Momoka is important to him. We also got more info on the child broiler itself.
Oh, that baby had the piano wrong way. I just noticed that.
He's a prodigy.
Just don't need it the right way.
Yeah. We got the backstory. So Tabuki feels some sort of sense of, as Zerby said, desperation, since he feels like his mother won't love him. And well, I mean, parents in Penguindrum are absolutely horrible. So yes, she ended up not loving him because he injured his fingers from the piano falling on the lid, whatever. If hopefully that actually did happen, well, not hopefully, but it was just wasn't something that's metaphorical for, you know, something else. I don't know what to take literally anymore, but yeah, well, I'm just going to take it at face value literal, for now.
But worst case, it's definitely representing self-harm.
I see.
He injured his own hands to try and make her kind of pity him and be able to get out of playing the piano. It didn't really work, but that was his kind of objective with it all.
That is a strategy. A survival strategy. Believe it or not, I have thought of doing something like that in the past.
You can see it's not a good plan. It doesn't usually work out as intended.
I understood that he injured someone, but I did not think he would injure himself. I thought he was going to injure his brother when he was saying what he was saying. But I guess Tabuki is just that type of character.
Yeah, when he was saying that, I didn't get any malicious intent towards his younger brother, who was the prodigy. It wasn't like he was jealous of him. Rather, he was just desperate for his mother's love. And even here, we also see that in the end he chooses to not harm Himari, which Yuri probably definitely would have. And that's also probably why he sent Yuri off to do whatever with Natsume. It is what I'm assuming happened, and why he definitely kind of came here.
Seems like he kind of had his hand forced because he knew Yuri was going to do something probably worse.
Yeah.
And he wasn't really ever intending to do anything to them, but he kind of ended up in this situation, which is why probably in the end he chose not to hurt Himari. It is, he still went as far as to like harm Kanba's hand and all that, but it's not that he didn't take it to extremes still. But
I'm guessing that he was kind of playing around with their sibling love to see if they're going to betray each other like his mother betrayed him, basically. Like, if you don't do this, I'm going to kill your sister. Or if you guys don't choose between each other, I'm going to kill both of you, basically. Because if his hand got if his hand got cut off, basically, both of them would have died.
There was an interesting scene here where he's looking up at them and then suddenly just says Momoka.
Yeah, I think it started after Himari started saying that he's going to sacrifice herself, I believe. So I think that maybe he saw Momoka in Himari and started like being, oh yeah, so she's that kind of girl, she's like Momoka, she should not die. Something of that sort, maybe.
I think, because he sacrificed his
Himari
hand
or
to save her the
Momoka
same
in
way
Kanba?
Momoka sacrificed her hand to save him. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's kind of, I think the whole scenario kind of just had that kind of flashback for him, probably.
Probably because of that is why he didn't go through with whatever he could have done. And it's not like he didn't want to do it. I mean, he probably has some sort of feelings of revenge for, well...
Yeah, I think he was definitely in a place where he could have
but he decided not
gone
to.
through with it. Yeah.
Yeah, because yes,
I mean, if we're
people are hypocrites.
I mean, I expected this much from a bird lover.
I see Kiwi's opinions of him aren't very high at all.
For odd reasons, though.
I mean, penguins are technically also birds, aren't they not?
Mm-hmm.
I never said that I like them.
birds.
I never said that I like them, though.
They're just awkward, stubby birds who can't fly.
And look, they are so cartoony. They're so cartoony that it's hard for me to see them as threats.
I also find it ironic that Kiwi named herself after a bird as well, but she absolutely
I did not name
birds.
myself after a bird. I did not name myself after a bird. It's after a fruit.
You literally could have picked any other fruit that didn't have a bird with the same corresponding name.
Yeah, but apple is such a fucking generic name on the internet. And peach.
That is the only other option. Yeah.
And peach, which is like such a controversial name because of a certain YouTuber that I would mention. And then, you know, like I
So you
decided to
listed
go
off
with
two
Kiwi
fruits.
because it sounds
You could have
orange.
been
Is
a
such an
strawberry.
awkward.
You could have been a strawberry, Kiwi.
Strawberry is such a long word to say. I don't know. I like Kiwi because
You
it
could have been a
sounds short,
straw,
cute, and
Kiwi.
We could call you Straw-chan.
Okay, I'll just change my name then because you guys seem to be complaining about it.
Yeah, no one's complaining about it.
You're just pointing something out.
No, you are not pointing it out. You're bullying me.
And once again, victimizing herself. Now, this is something interesting that happens in both Monogatari and probably here in Penguindrum, where victims become perpetrators and likewise the other way around. In the end, honestly, if we want to use the word victim, I would say that everybody is a victim of fate.
I mean, like the only way that the two victims in question, which both have really like abusive parents, so to say, Yuri had an abusive father, and then the teacher, whose name I forgot,
Tabuki.
and Tabuki had an abusive mother. So like, both of them ended up obsessed with Momoka. Then Momoka died, and then the way that they decided to cope with the abuse that they went through, they decided to take revenge on a bunch of teenagers that have a really sick sister who's also their lifeline. So like, just the idea of the whole thing makes me feel kind of sick, to be honest.
And like Zero's calling them hypocrites because like they even said themselves like this isn't what Momoka would want.
Exactly. That's obviously a setup to emphasize of how hypocritical everybody's actions are here. But yeah, this scene where Momoka saves him from the child boilers, this is definitely I don't know if the word metaphor is the correct term to use here.
This is
but a representation
is...
of
yeah,
saving him from a bad place, from becoming just another cog in the machine. Or the famous song, I believe it's called A Brick in the Wall. Oh man, such a famous band. Well, how did I forget their name? And I love that song. But yeah, it also speaks of a very similar aspect of where we have a system that turns people into something useful for society, but also removes their individuality from them in the process.
You mean our school system? School system
is one thing.
Society
itself as a whole is
part of just capitalistic society or utilitarian society.
Yeah.
The
capitalistic society was is what we were talking about in episode 16, I believe. And they showcased that with Ringo and her company, her grandfather, and not being crushed and everything like that.
Oh, Mr. President.
Oh no, Mr. President, look out! Oh. Sadly, no funny feelings like that in this episode. My question is, why is
in the
Momoka...
beginning when Penguindrum was all fun and silly?
Yeah. Like,
and you both looked at me like I was crazy.
We usually look at you like you're crazy anyway, Serby. There's no change in that. My question is, why is Momoka saving Tabuki? Like, what was her relationship with Tabuki? Is it really just genuine love for Tabuki? Or is she just kind to everyone?
Like she has... Yeah, Momoka feels to me like she has a really big hero complex as to where she puts her nose in everyone's business when there is no need for her to be in those people's business. Like, she probably saw Tabuki being like coming to school with injured hands.
Yeah,
kind of like Araragi. Probably saw Tabuki suddenly come to school with injured hands, or him going home early or something because he has piano practice, and she just assumed that he was in a really bad situation and decided to save him, you know?
Is
like
that
a really bad hero complex. I mean, she has the diary, so she can basically see the fate of all of the people around her, I believe.
Well,
and she can also
change fate
fate
with the diary, but she will suffer self-harm. Oh, self-harm, I mean injuries.
She takes that pain on herself.
I wouldn't say hero complex. For this show, I think what they're going for is Heart of the Scorpion, which is self-sacrifice. But to what end?
I mean, I kind of agree with that, but if I compare Kanba to Momoka by the Heart of the Scorpion line, I believe that Momoka kind of exits the idea of the Heart of the Scorpion. I'm basing it off of Kanba, by the way. Kind of goes outside of the idea of the Heart of the Scorpion, because instead of focusing on just one person like Kanba is, she is focusing on multiple people at the same time, which makes me kind of feel like she has a hero complex.
Well, in that case, it's actually almost the opposite, because the Scorpion the Scorpion fire was meant to like be a warning to the general public to like to use him as an example. That's why he became the constellation.
I was just thinking like it's Kanba, that Kanba would be the Heart of the Scorpion because he only focuses on Himari, but never mind then.
But yeah, as Serby said, that would definitely be the opposite. Kanba's Heart of the Scorpion is flawed since it is self-centered.
I mean, we did find out that Kanba's dad is actually still alive, so we have a puppy in the story that we still have not seen since Penguindrum started.
This is according to Tabuki. If we believe what Kanba is saying, then even he doesn't know. But we have confirmed that the incognito men are from the terrorist group, quote unquote.
They're the remnants of it.
What is the doctor's role in all of this? It's very electrifying, really, every time he's on screen.
He's the villain.
Is he the villain? Is there a villain? Or maybe fate itself is the villain.
Maybe it's his puppy. Maybe it's their puppy. The doctor is their puppy.
What? The doctor is their father? I am your father. No!
Yeah, maybe we'll have...
No, Mr. President, no!
Maybe we'll have a Star Wars reference in Penguindrum.
Wouldn't that be a twist, though?
Twist your guts.
But I mean, the guy is... Okay, let's not do that. The guy is from the Destination of Fate, the CSI, and once again assuming his death. I mean, Tabuki was also talking about the Destination of Fate, wasn't he? Can't seem to find anything that I want to find. But, yeah, I think that he was talking about it. And is it death? Who knows? Maybe by the end they will finally answer that question. I would assume so, since what he was intending to do to Himari first would have led her to the Destination of Fate, quote unquote. And finally, I guess the last thing we can talk about is Ringo and Shouma. Ringo was sort of useless inside the elevator. All she could really do was apparently call Shouma. But because of everything that happened, hopefully Shouma is in a strangely, since it's really strange to say since Himari nearly died, and Kanba's hand is probably screwed over forever, but he's now had a better state of mind, and finally ready to listen to Ringo. The show works in weird ways.
Yeah, but if he dies, what's the point?
Exactly.
What's the point of him listening?
Or perhaps maybe there was never a point to begin with. Perhaps life is just meaningless. You ever think about that, Kiwi?
Think about it often. Every time I go to school, I think about it.
No.
How people think that my life is a meaningless struggle, and how I should stop it existing.
Yeah. Well, anyways, enough about depressing talk. Let's go play some video games and watch anime. Heck yeah, dudes! Copium!
Copium.
Alright. Well,
Cope.
my headphones are dying, so let's just end the discussion here.
Good
Thank
talk.
you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we didn't miss anything, but if we did, leave comments down below and we'll address them later. I will see you guys in the next one. Later, dudes.
Bye bye.
Bye bye, degenerates.